You're in Algebra 3-4 or Geometry. Get to your exponents, and you suck. Okay? Fortunately, exponents stay with you throughout all of math. You're going to need to get a handle on these before you can move on. So, before I start doing some practice problems, we're going to review exponents and their properties. Okay? So we'll start out with negative exponents. X to the negative 2 is the same thing as 1 over x squared. So whenever you have a negative exponent, you take it and you flip it. For example, 2 to the negative 6. To get rid of that negative exponent, you're going to flip it and turn it into 1 over 2 to the 6th.
Like a bracket.
A more advanced example is 1 over x to the negative 3. To get rid of that negative again, you're going to flip it over, and now you're going to have x to the third. And that's how you make your exponents positive. Now we're going to move on to the properties of exponents. When you multiply exponents, you're going to add them. So x to the 6th times x to the 4th is, what's 6 plus 4? 10, so it's x to the 10th. X to the negative 7 times x to the 4th, negative 7 plus 4 is x to the negative 3. Division is the opposite. You're going to be subtracting.
T out?
Yeah.
Division is the opposite. You're going to be doing subtraction.
I'm gay.
X to the 7th over x to the 4th is 7 minus 4 equals x to the 3rd. X to the negative 12 over x to the 4 is negative 12 minus 4, which is x to the negative 16.
Why'd you like this?
What?
And an exponent raised to a power is multiplication. X to the 4th to the 3rd is 4 times 7. X2 is 4 times 3, x to the 12th. And that'll be it for now. Okay, to get a handle on these concepts, we're going to do some practice problems. Now, this one we'll start out with x to the negative 3, y to the 4, z to the negative 12, all raised to the second power, over y to the 5th, z to the negative 7, x to the 3rd. Now to solve this, there are many different approaches you can take. An easy way is to first distribute this 2 to each one of these. So what do we say raising an exponent to a power is? We're going to multiply it. That's what it is. Okay? That's what it is. So x to the negative 3 squared is x to the negative 3 times 2. So x to the negative 6. Y to the 4th squared is 4 times 2, 8. Z to the negative 12 squared is z to the negative 24.
Oh, dude.
So we're doing this before we cancel out all the negatives. Leave the bottom. Z in the negative 7, x to the 3rd. Okay, now we're going to get rid of our negatives. To get rid of our negatives, we're going to reciprocate them. So this negative 6, to get rid of that negative 6, we're going to bring x to the negative 6 on the bottom. And vice versa for all of these. So let's keep the positives on top, y to the 8th. And where's the positives here? Y to the 5th.
Good.
X to the 3rd. This z to the negative 7 is going to go up there.
I'm gay. All we got the nice butt.
These are going to go on the bottom.
How hairy is your butthole? Stop laughing, Jason.
Not laughing.
Okay.
Don't you have to do something in this video too?
No.
Shut up, Jovan. Please. Please shut up. Okay, now we're going to simplify. After we've gotten rid of all the negatives, we have two x terms. When you have x to the 3rd times x to the 6th, we're just going to add these. And so 7. 3 plus 6 is 9, x to the 9, z to the 24. Unfortunately, we are still not done. We have two y terms. When we divide the same term and it has exponents, we're going to subtract. So 8 minus 5, y to the 3rd.
Oh, what's it going?
Z to 7.
Wow.
No,
Jason, look at this shot. Oh, what?
there are no more x terms. How are we going to get, what's 24 minus 7? 17. So Z,
That's bullshit.
17. If that is your answer. Okay, we're doing fractional exponents. Okay, gonna start out simple though. x to the 1/2 is the same thing as the square root of x. This is something you should always come back to if you don't get your fractions. So for example, what this means is you take the 2, you bring it here, and you take the 1, and you bring it here. So if they give you something like this, x to the 2/3, it's going to look like the 3rd root of x squared. So that's how you rewrite your exponents. This 3 comes as a root, and this 2 becomes the exponent of what's inside. Okay? So now let's do an example. 1/64 to the negative 1/2. So, here, let's label it. Okay, so this whole thing is raised to the negative 1/2. We're going to distribute this negative 1/2 to each one of these. So 1 to the negative 1/2, 64 to the negative 1/2. Actually, this is bad. Our goal right now is to get rid of this negative. Okay, so to get rid of that negative, we're going to flip this. So it'll be 64, and we just got rid of that, to the 1/2. And what do we remember 1/2 being as? Oh, the square root. So the square root of 64 is 8. The answer to this is 8. So,
Go.
okay, we did one. Okay, so you're going to get this problem on a test. You're going to say, I don't know how to do it. Fortunately, you do know how to do it because you've been learning how to do it, okay? What you have to realize is that you can rewrite your base, 64. Most people miss that. So what could I rewrite 64 as? Well, there's 4 to the 4th, that is 64. There is 8 squared, that is 64. It's ugly 4. Okay. There's many things you could do. Actually, there's like one more. You could do 6 or something. It doesn't matter, okay? Because you're going to pick 8 squared. Why 8 squared? Well, 8 squared. Okay. 8 squared to the 3/2. What do we say about raising exponents? Well, you multiply them. So what's 2 times 3 is 3/2. These 2's cancel, turns into 3. 8 to the 3rd. And then you calculate that, doing 8 times 8 times 8, so 64 times 8. 2, 48, 51, 512. That's basically how you do it. Remember to rewrite your bases, okay? And remember your exponential properties. And Jovan is also here to help you if in case you need it. Please turn on.